Today is a great day because for the first time in the entire history of photography, you will see a lens that nobody ever made before. It's going to be a new Bokeh King lens, so an ultimate lens for wedding photographers, portrait photographers, model photographers, and so forth. This is the lens you want to get. It's the Sigma 135 1.4 full-frame autofocus lens that will be announced on September the 9th. So this is an exclusive info shared on this channel and on sonyalpha.com, lmount.com, and mirrorless.com. So check out the websites if you want to read the text version of this. But finally, I got images of this lens that I can share today. And before we kick off, just a quick reminder that if you don't want to miss any of the upcoming exciting leaks and rumors, you're kindly invited to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button to not miss any of the upcoming rumors. Right now outside it's heavily raining, but still it's a nice day because I have the image of the new Sigma lens. So first let's check the focus. It's a lens we never saw before, and Sigma makes it for you photographer that want the extreme nice bokeh balls, the perfectly blurred out background. This is the one lens to get. So let's see the first image of this lens. You can see it here. This is the Sigma 135 1.4 mounted on the Sony A1 II. So this is the E-mount version. You see the giant hood attached on this lens. Luckily, I also have an image of the lens without the hood to give you an exact idea on how big this lens is. So this is going to be a big lens, 105mm filter size. It weighs around 1350 grams, but still the size is not really crazy big. I made a quick size comparison, so not 100% accurate, but around 98% accurate with the Sigma 105mm 1.4 and also with the Sigma 85mm 1.4. So it's definitely going to be a bigger and heavier lens than a classic 85 1.4. But the autofocus performance is way better. It's the depth of field is nearly only 1/3 of that of a classic 85mm 1.4, so it's much more pronounced, the autofocus part and the bokeh balls. So this is definitely something that plays in a different league. I saw some image samples that I cannot share today, shot with this lens, and it's extremely pleasing. If bokeh or bokeh, I don't know how to pronounce it, is the thing you want to see. There's nothing like this, and so it's super exciting that Sigma is doing it. And I don't know how many people will buy it. Depends on the pricing. I don't know yet the pricing, and if you have some more info about the pricing of the lens, you're kindly invited to send me a message using the email address here and the contact form. And the very important thing, this lens comes for the E-mount and the L-mount, but Sigma will heavily promote this lens also for the Z-mount. You can use it with a with a Sony E to Z-mount adapter. You have full autofocus performance, and by the way, you don't have the limitation that Sony implements on all third-party lenses. So in continuous autofocus, you're limited to 15 frames per second. You don't have the limit on the Nikon Z camera, and I again remind Sony to remove the limit, because if I buy a Sony camera, I don't understand why you have to limit me, and you should give me the full performance of the camera. Also on third-party lenses, Nikon is doing it, so why can't Sony do it? But let's see an image of the lens mounted on the Nikon Z8. You can see it here. The source told me that it works perfectly fine on a Nikon, so if you're a Nikon shooter, you will happen to know that you can easily buy this lens if you have the adapter and use the full performance and even have that more performance than you have on Sony cameras, but it works perfectly fine. So while I don't know yet the pricing of the lens, I don't expect it to be crazy expensive. No Sigma lens is ever too expensive compared to what it does. So let me know in the comment system now if you are likely to buy this lens, if the price is still acceptable, and indeed the image quality is as stunning as I tell you, and I'm sure that I will be right. You will be amazed by the image quality. Let me know if you're going to buy it on September the 9th. By the way, I still don't have a confirmation if also the 20 to 200mm travel zoom lens and the 35 1.2 second generation, again E and L mount, will be announced on the same day. If they are not going to be announced the same day, they will be announced a couple of weeks after. So all three lenses are coming in September. This is it regarding Sigma. Now I want to talk about some more news that I gathered in the past days. We got a new 6mm 2.8 full frame lens from aps-c, which is kind of very interesting lens because it gives you a unique fisheye view for a full frame lens. We also got a new DJI Mic 3. For the DJI Mic 3 and for the aps-c, I will add some affiliated links in the description box. This means that if you pre-order using those links, I will get a small commission. You don't pay a cent more. That's a nice way to support me. I also will, in the meantime, add the pre-order links to the Sigma 135 1.4 that will be active on September the 9th, but I will put the search links there to BH Photo and other stores. Some more news, reminder that tomorrow Viltrox will announce the 56mm 1.2 autofocus aps-c lens for the Sony E mount and for the Fuji X mount, and it will be priced around $600, a nice lens if you're an aps-c shooter. Then on September the 1st, Viltrox will announce that they will join the Lmount system. OM will announce the 50 to 200mm 2.8 lens on September the 10th, so the day after the Sigma announcement. And the Laowa 200mm 2.0 is coming October the 1st, and here you can see it side by side with the older Nikon f 200mm 2.0 and also with the new Sigma 200mm 2.0, so this lens will be lighter and more compact than the Sigma. According to the MTF graph, the performance will be very good, but not really as good as the Sigma, so a tiny bit behind. But it's more affordable, more compact, lighter. It takes filters, drop-in filters, and you can get it also for different mounts, while the Sigma you only get for Sony E, Leica L, and adapted, of course, on Nikon Z mount cameras. The new Laowa will be available also for native Z mount, Canon EF mount, and adapted on RF, and in future also for the Fuji X and GFX mount. Just a quick note. I got a final confirmation that Canon Cine compact camera is coming, something to compete with the Sony FX3, FX30. Same for the Nikon. Nikon will announce a new Cine compact camera around September 10, and this is also has been confirmed. It has some red tag inside, and it will again compete against the Sony FX3, FX30 cameras. And on Sony, many are asking me when I will have some news about the Sony a7 IV. Wink wink, I got something. 100% sure. It's little, but I got something, and I will make a separate video for it. But the wait will soon be over. So if you're a Sony shooter, your time is coming. You still have to wait a tiny bit, so it's not going to come in September, not early October and so forth, but there's something big happening from Sony. Sony really needs a good camera for the year, because the FX2 and the RX1, R3 both had on average negative reactions, negative reviews. The worst we can expect is a Sony a7 IV with just the new body and the new AI chip. Let's see, folks. Anyway, Sigma is doing it right. 135 1.4. I was happy that I got the image and I can finally show it to you. It would mean a lot if you like this video. It helps in the YouTube algorithm, because after this goes online, many will copy me, and I am still a small channel, and the others will go over the top on me if you don't like it. And of course, subscribe. Okay, always subscribe. And that's it. Now the raining's still going on. I hope my place here will not be flooded soon. Okay, see you soon.